Hello guys, this is Paritosh and welcome to 5th video on AWS related tutorial. Today we're gonna learn about IAM. IAM, it means Identity and Access Management. So it is a web service that helps you to securely control access to AWS resources. With IAM we can create and manage users and define their level of access. So what we can do with IAM? We can create users, we can create groups and add users in it. So all the users inside that group has same set of permission. We can create roles and it can be attached to users or groups or resources. And we can also create the policy, which is a document that defines one or more permissions. Okay, and IAM is a global service. IAM used for the below purpose: centralized control of AWS account and granular permission. Okay guys, here what do we understand about granular permission? So we all know that AWS has more than 1,000 products and services and also more than million users. In this case also we can create permission for a single user to access a single resource only. So this is called the granular permission. Okay, then it manages user and password policy and help us to create multi-factor authentication. It is also known as MFA. So we can create MFA through our Android device or iPhone or Windows or BlackBerry. So Android, iPhone and BlackBerry supports Google Authenticator application or app, and Windows support Authenticator app. You can download these apps from your Play Store or App Store. And guys, before going to hands-on a video of IAM, I would really request you guys to please download this Google Authenticator or Authenticator as per your device from App Store or Play Store inside in your phone. This will act as a virtual MFA to authenticate you on AWS. Okay, so please go on and download these apps. Okay, so next is identity and federation. Identity federation like AD or Facebook or SSO. So what do we understand by identity federation? With identity federation we can create single sign-on or SSO and authenticate user to access AWS who already get authorized or authenticate by any trusted third party like Facebook or Google account, Gmail account, or your company Active Directory. So like suppose you have created a game and you made it public and global. So you don't want to keep on creating AWS user for every player around the world. You just authenticate them by through their Gmail account or Facebook account. So this is called identity federation. You can also use your company identity authentication authorization application just like Active Directory or any web identity like Facebook or Gmail to authenticate any user through SSO, single sign-on. Okay, so what next? It provides temporary access to users, services or device. And guys, when you create your account with the email ID and password, that account is known as root account and it has root level access. So email address and password we use to log in give us root level access. Okay guys, so now we will do IAM labs. Okay guys, now we are in AWS Management Console. We click on all services and we scroll down to security, identity and compliance. Here we can find IAM. We click on IAM. It will again redirect us to IAM Management Console. So once it opens, we can check dashboard, group, users and roles in left side corner. Okay guys, one thing I want to show you. Once in IAM user console we have a sign in link. So this is the sign in link and it starts with 46034. It is a number and it is very hard to remember, so we can customize it. You can customize and give it any name, any unique name. Okay, so let us check. We click on customize, we type test and click on yes, create. Okay, so it says the account alias test already exists, so we have to provide any unique name. So let's suppose we type cloud AWS. Okay, and we click on yes, create. Okay, so it is also not available, so we type cloud IAM. Okay, so then we click on yes, create. Okay, so it is available, and now our link is somewhat familiar and it is easy to remember. Okay guys, when you check below, you can see different options with the green tick mark. On only one option, I think this delete your root access key. Okay, in my account, in my page, there are two options with the green tick, because I have already completed this step which says activate MFA on your root account. So but please don't worry guys, I will help you with the screenshot and help you to create MFA for your root account. Okay guys, so before that, if you have yet not downloaded your Google Authenticator, I would request you to please pause this video and go and download the Authenticator app from App Store or Play Store, and then come back. Okay, so now we will check how to activate MFA on your root account. Okay guys, so just click on arrow just in front of activate MFA on your root account, and you will see this option, manage MFA. Click on manage MFA, and it will pop up this page which has two options, a virtual MFA device and hardware MFA device. Just click on a virtual MFA device. Actually by default it is already checked, so just click on next step. In next step, the AWS provide us the details about MFA device and the application that it supports. So just click on next step. Okay, once you click on next, this page will appear. So you go to your phone and open your Google Authenticator application and just scan this barcode. You just need to click on plus icon, and it will automatically open a camera, and with that camera you can scan this bar icon. Okay guys, so once the scan gets completed, your mobile device will show to authentication just like this. You just put those authentication code one by one in these fields, and then click on activate virtual MFA. This will activate MFA for your root account. And once your MFA gets activated, this checkbox is also got green tick mark, and MFA is activated for your root account access. So whenever you will try to log in in your AWS account with your email address and password, there will be a third step of authentication which will ask the code. You just open your mobile and open the Google Authentication app and type that code which is appearing on your mobile screen, and then it will authenticate and you can access your AWS account. Okay, now we will do these three steps: create user, and then create group, and then apply an IAM password policy. Okay, so we just click on this arrow and then click on manage user. It will take us to the user option. Here we can add user, so give name to the user. Let's suppose okay, I have recently seen Justice League, so let me give the name Pat. Okay, so and create another user. We will say it's Superman for soup. Okay, so now we have two users, Bat and Soup. And in the next step here we can see that which access type we want. So guys, we can access AWS in two different ways: from the console that we are right now we are doing, or through the API, CLI or SDK. Okay, so API is the application program interface, SDK is software development kit, and CLI is command line interface. These are the tools that we can download in our laptop and then use it to access AWS but to access AWS with API CLI, we need access key ID and secret access key, and to access AWS console we need username and password. So we cannot use the username and password to the tools like API and CLI, and we cannot use access key ID and secret access key to access Amazon Management Console. Okay, so we have different thing to access AWS in a different way. So it is asking what we want to have with these two users. Do we want to have a programmatic access, or do we want these users to give access over Management Console? So as for now, we give both the access so that user can access AWS in both way. And then here it is asking, do we want to custom our password? Let it remain as default, and then click next permission. So here guys, we can define permission for the user, what permission we want the user to have. So we can grant the permission to the user in 3 different ways. We can add user in the group, or we can copy the permission from existing user, or we can attach existing policy directly to the user. AWS always recommend to add user in a group for the security purpose. It is always better to add users in the group and assign policies, the permission policies to the group, so that all the users inside the group have the same permission. Okay, so we will check one by one. First of all, we give the user policies permission directly. Okay, so we click on attach existing policy directly, and here we have different policies. So we can here search any of the policy. So from here we can search any of the permission policy that we want, or let us search like if our both user is system admin, so we can search system and we can give them this system administrator access. As for now, let's suppose our both users is administrator, so we type admin administrator. So here we can check administrator access policy. In description it is written provide full access to AWS services and resources. So it provides full access just like our root account, but there are few differences, like we need root level access for deleting this account, or delete any payment option, or change any payment option. So for this kind of work we just need root level access. We cannot do it in administrator access. Rest everything is done by can be done by the administrator access. So let's suppose we attach this policy to our both user, and then we click on next review. Here we can review all the settings that we have configured. Then we click on create user. So it is creating user. Okay guys, so now we have two users, Bat and Soup. Here you can check there is access key ID and secret access key. You can click on show to see what is the secret access key. And guys, one thing I want to inform you that this is the last time when you can download your secret access key and access key by clicking on download option. Okay, if you don't download it, then you will never have this secret access key and access key again. Even if you lose your secret access key or access key, you will never will able to get it back. So it is very important to remember this. Okay, but even if you lose your keys, you can always create a new one, but you can't get that the same which you have lost. So we click on download CSV. It download the path. It downloaded the file. Then we click on close. Okay, now we have two users, Bat and Soup. So they are in there is no group, so these users are not present in any group. And what else? So no MFA is enabled. Okay, so now we will try to create a group. We go on group option, we click on create new group. We define the group name, like say suppose system admin. Okay, and we click on next step. So the group is created, but it is now asking for a policy to be attached. So it is a system admin access, so let us give it system administrator access. Okay, so we give this system administrator policy to this group, and then we click on next step, and we review the settings and then click on create the group. Okay guys, so this group is created. Right now it has 0 user, and let's go on user tab again, and let's suppose our bad dude is now no longer in administrator. He's in a new group. Say it is he is becoming now system administrator. So let us remove the policy that this user has. So right now we can check when we click on any user. We have permission tab. In groups it is showing 0 because user is not in the group. In security credential we can manage and edit password. In access advisor, so the service permission granted to the user when those services were last accessed. So it is a kind of log where we can check the permission that is granted to the user and when it was used or accessed by the user. Okay, so we go to the permission tab, and here we can check that user have administrator access policy attached. So let us delete this policy. We detach this policy. Now our bad guy is no longer have permission of administrator. We go to the group, we click on the group, and then we click on user. We add user in this group. We select bat. We click add user. Now see user bat is added in this group, and this group has the permission system administrator. Okay, so let me show you one thing. Okay guys, so right now we have added both user and administrator, but for bat user we have just removed the administrator policy, and we have not yet attached any policy but added this user to a group system admin. This system admin has a system administrator policy, so any user if added in any group that has any policy, that policy automatically get attached to this user. So if we'll go to this user and we will check its permission, it says system administrator. There is no longer administrator access. Okay guys, so here's all, and we again go to click on dashboard, and we can check all the 4 options are having green tick mark. Okay, then we click on last option and click on manage password policy. So in manage password policy we can manage our password, all the policies of our password. Like if we want to have 10-digit password, we can type 10, request to have at least 1 uppercase letter. We click here, we click also here like request at least 1 lowercase letter. It all depends on you what kind of policy you want to select. And let us say the password expiration period is, enable this, and then the standard is 90 days, so we type 90 and then click on apply password policy. Okay, so I think yes, this password policy is already applied. We go back to the dashboard, and here we go, every box is now green. Okay guys, so I think this is all for this video. I hope you have learned something from this video. Please like and subscribe. If you have any issue, please comment below. I will surely try to give answer of all your questions. Thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next video.